What's going on, guys and girls? Today I'm gonna show you guys, a couple of things here and there that I found out on the internet or watching YouTube videos of more or less some things that you might need your first time when you go out RVing, camping, and the RV and all that. And I've come up with more or less a couple of things. Well, not a couple. It's a lot of things that go into it. So let me jump right into it. The first three basic things you need to have is something for your sewer, your fresh water, and your electricity. And that's basically everywhere you go. I mean, unless you're gonna boondog, but that's another story. But basically, those are the three things you're gonna need primarily. And then first off, your basic sewer hoses. And I bought this kit, and it comes with this handy elbow. That's all one kit, and that's basic. And then we splurged a little, and we went ahead and got this with the. You put your hose here and you clean out your tank. Supposedly that's what it's for, but mainly I just wanted it because it's it gives you a good offset to get your drain going down, and I mean, yeah, it gives you that option if you want to clean out your tank. Along with that, you're gonna need some gloves. I mean, I guess any nitrile or any gloves you have will do. I mean, as long as they're waterproof. But you might as well get this handy pack of gloves there at Walmart. Another thing we haven't used but we might use in the future is one of these adapters. It's supposed to help you get a better seal on your connection, because some places might have a wider or smaller entry, so this will help kind of get in there and make things airtight. Another thing I carry is just a regular squirt bottle, but in here I have water and Clorox bleach, and when I'm done rinsing down my hoses or whatever, I'll just rinse them off, throw some bleach on there just to make sure kill a lot of the bacteria and all that bad stuff that goes on there. And it's also a good idea to have one of these, the hose supports. It gives you an offset, that way the water will drain down. This is optional. I've heard that some campsites you gotta have this to set up, but we haven't got to that point yet. But it's a nice thing to have. Alright, so that takes care of the things for the sewer. And along with that goes your pods. Then this is for your black tank. It helps keep the smell down, and it breaks down your poop basically. It helps break it down, make sure nothing gets plugged up. So good to have these. And then if you are gonna boondock, or if you're not, I mean, this right here is a handy thing to have. It's actually an oil spout. I found it at AutoZone, but I've seen it at a couple places. But with this, it fits on my Clorox bottle, and with that I can clean out my freshwater tank. Even though you don't use it, it could still start building up mold and mildew and whatnot. So Clorox and this handy thing right here, just dump it in. Alright. Next thing we have for fresh water. For fresh water, of course, you want to have your your white hose dedicated only for your fresh water only. Do not mix this or use it to rinse, your drain hose or anything. That could mean a really bad time. Along with that, I got this T. That way I can hook up to the fresh water here. Then here I can have a hose, to do my black water dump, or to clean out my black water hoses and whatnot. You also need one of these pressure regulators. This is just a simple cheapy one. Later on we'll go ahead and get an upgrade, but for now I guess this will do. Then, of course, some type of filtration. And not only is it, if you're not going to drink the water, that's fine, but you might still want to have one of these on there. That way, if something gets in your line, or if the lines at the campground are dirty or anything, you could, throw this on there, and it'll catch those bad things. Along with this, an elbow. Again, you don't want this sticking straight out of your RV doing this. This is eventually gonna bust something up. So with this, get this on there, and you can see it'll go straight down. That way you don't have too much pressure on any of the components. Alright, that's for the fresh water. For electrical, for right now we have on our RV we have a 20 foot extension on the RV. So we're gonna hold off on getting that extension because some of them are kind of pricey. But what we did find out we're gonna need is one of these. We have a 30 amp, so it's gonna be a 30 amp, and this is a circuit analyzer and surge protector. Then again from Walmart, but gives you all the indications right here. If you can hook up, it's safe to hook up and all that. So that's another thing I found out that's good to have. Alright, next we move on to leveling. Alright, you get to the campground, you got your sewer hooked up, you got your water hooked up, you got your electrical hooked up. So then they sell fancy, electrical gadgets, but we're still not at that point. So, yep, contractor's level. This is what I have on hand. So this is what I use to level out my trailer, my RV. Level my RV. I'll use that. For under my pads, I got these jack pads. Put them under the jacks, just in case, if you don't want to, if you're in someone's driveway or anything, and you don't want to mess up the concrete, scrape it up, just throw these suckers under there and you're good to go. And leveling blocks. We still have yet to use these, but I see a lot of campsites that I watch from YouTubers that these come in really handy. Again, I'm going to use the like right here in my yard, we have a lot of dirt around, so sometimes I'll get in there and try and get it level, but one set will be offset, so I'll probably use those next time and set those up. And that's the leveling part. Next up, let's do, it's not a necessity, but it's nice to have. We got this coupler lock kit. That way you can lock up ours is a hitch type, so we can lock up the hitch in case we need to go to the store or something, need to unhook for some reason. We got that. And then it also comes with for your hitch, if you don't want nobody stealing your hitch. Locks only keep out honest people, so I don't know if this brand is cheap or not. I don't know how good it is, but it also comes with your hitch lock and a regular like padlock type deal. Now this is I'm gonna throw, since we have the ramp in the back, I'm gonna throw this on my ramp in the back, and later on I'll get some better locks to throw on the back door, on the back ramp of the RV. And then we have some type of emergency kit, you know, in case you get a flat tire, or you need some air in your tire, or your battery dies. We went ahead and splurged, and we got this EverStart Max jump starter with compressor and power supply. So I've yet to unbox this, but it supposedly reaches 120 psi. It's got a, you know, like a 120 hookup. It's got some USB hookups right here, and yeah, it's supposed to get 1200 amps starting power. So we'll try that out. I'll probably try that on a couple tires here within the next couple days. So that's a nice thing, you know, you might want to have and just carry it around. You don't always need it, but when you need it, you need it. And of course, standard, you know, just make sure whatever tools you have, just make sure it's gonna fit on your RV. You know, the lugs on my RV, I went ahead and tested this one. This is just an old one that I had laying around, so it works. A nice little bottle jack, again, something that I had in my garage laying around. So I went ahead and I'm gonna throw it into the RV. And then something that I recommend you get is one of these what's it called, tire tackle, and it's got some plugs. You know, if we need to plug up a tire, a small hole or anything, you could do that. It also comes with this little handy air gauge, just to check on your tires. Then I also went ahead and got one of these for the valves, for the valve cores. You know, because sometimes you'll put air in it and it'll be old, or something gets stuck in there, and it'll start bleeding out your air. So I went ahead and got that. And this is not that expensive, you know, it's just like $5-6, and then $2 for that other tool. So it's something inexpensive, but it'll be nice to have. And not only that, but also, you know, when you buy things or carry tools, make sure you know how to use them and use them properly. You know, it could get you hurt or do something wrong and something worse happens. Alright, so that's what I have for you right now. Then what was I missing? I was missing something that I was going to show you guys, but I didn't think I brought it out. Oh yeah, tools. About tools. Oh, now that I just saw something, I'll be right back. Wheel chocks. That's what I was forgetting. Wheel chocks. Now these are pretty heavy duty. This is what I use in the diesel mechanic business. I got a couple laying around, so I'll just tie a rope to both them, and then that way I can have my chocks to chalk the wheels once I get my RV set up. Now I lost myself. Oh yeah, tools. For tools, what I'm gonna do is get together, you know, some basic tools. I have a basic toolkit that I carry around. It's just a little ammo box with, you know, some random sockets and all that. But I'm really gonna get to it within the next couple of days. I'm gonna go from the front to the back of the RV, looking at every nut, bolt, screw, you know, things that could go wrong in the future. You know, I know right now it's pretty good, but you never know what's gonna happen. Also, I'm gonna carry for plumbing, these pretty much all of them use PEX. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that PEX kit ready with some couplers and some ties. I'm gonna get that, and yeah, pretty much I'll probably do a whole video just on the tools, because I mean, you are gonna need a lot of tools, and luckily I have a lot of tools. So yep. And also, a flashlight is handy to have if you know, pop a tire at night or anything. This is what I'm just gonna throw in with my emergency kit over here, and just have it there in case, you know, heaven forbid, we pop a tire at night or anything. You just wanna, you know, have this going. Something that I also need to get for my emergency kit will be either cones, or, you know, the flares, the electric flares, the ones that use batteries, that, you know, that have like strobe. So I'll probably get some of those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if I missed something, if you think I'm not gonna use something, you know, let me know. Again, we just got the RV this year, so me and my wife, we're just starting to know, you know, learn this and everything. We've been watching videos, and that's pretty much it. How we've been getting a hold of you know, the knowledge that we have. So, all right, you guys stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you guys in those likes, in my subscribers. I hope to see you all there. You know, much love. You guys take care and be safe out there. I'm out.